Hello everybody. In this session, let us try to understand on the topic of the quantity theory of money, a restatement by Milton, Friedmann in the unit number 2, that is value of money and its measurement in the subject of monetary economics. Myself, Dr. Sreenivasaiah, Department of Collegiate Education, Government of Karnataka. In this session, let us try to understand continuation part of Milton Friedmann quantity theory of money restatement, that is part 2 continuation in the part 3. My presentation plan is like this. My presentation plan is like this. Diminishing marginal utility hypothesis. Demand for money. Concept of permanent real income. Basic features of the theory of Milton Friedmann. Key implication of this theory. Limitations of this theory. These are my presentation plan is expected to present. Milton Friedmann in the hypothesis. First, in the continuation part 3, let us try to understand on diminishing marginal utility theory. Friedmann and Savage abandoned this hypothesis of diminishing marginal utility of money for all ranges of income, instead adopted another hypothesis. According to Friedmann and Savage hypothesis, for most people marginal utility of money income diminishes up to certain level of money income. It increases from that level to the certain higher level of money income, and then behind that level again it diminishes. So Milton Friedmann, he said that in the diminishing marginal utility of money, he said that the marginal utility of money income diminishes only up to certain extent. After that it has to increase. That is what he said in the explanation. To show that, a graphical representation has been made here. On y-axis marginal utility of money, on x-axis money income has been measured, that is MU is marginal utility. See here L and MU, that marginal utility curve, so we can come across here it is decreases, marginal utility of money, it is decreases to the extent of M when there is a money income is Y1. Again it is start increasing to the at extent, again it start falling. Okay, so the marginal utility of money to the extent of N, again at the level of Y2. Like this, he explained that marginal utility of money income, it is decreases to the certain extent, but behind that it cannot. The curve of marginal utility of money income has 3 segments, that is LM, that is up to the income level. OM1, marginal utility of money income diminishes, segment MN, that is between the income level Y1 and Y2, where the marginal utility of money income rises, segment, that is NH, that is income higher than Y2, where marginal utility of money income again diminishes. Segment LM represents marginal utility of money income at the lower level range of MN represents marginal utilities of money income at middle range of segment. NH represents marginal utilities of money income at higher level. So here they have made 3 segments, that is LM, MN and NH. So that is higher level of LM segment, MN segment and NH segment. Here look at here LM segment it is the income level up to Y1. Marginal utility of money here diminishes in this segment. Similarly, Mn between the income level of Y1 to where marginal utility of money income rises. See here, the marginal utility of money LM segment decreases, the marginal utility of money in the MN segment increases. Again, NH segment marginal utility of money tends to decreases. So in this hypothesis, he believed that the marginal utility of money cannot go to decrease always. It is decreases and it's not increases. That has been explained in this graph by Milton Friedmann. Suppose an individual has income O A which lies in the first segment of diminishing marginal utility of money. Such an individual would be induced to buy insurance and thereby avoid to risk. See, when there is an individual the diminishing marginal utility of income, which means the first stage, when people have less income, obviously to avoid risk, they are going for the payment of insurance premium as a small compared to the loss of utility. It would be suffer without insurance, which means to say that people has less income, normally they will go for an insurance because to protect themselves. That has been explained with the Milton Friedmann restatement quantity theory of money. Continuation. Demand for money. According to him, the important factors are there. See, the medium of exchange function of money. Medium of exchange function of money is a main function that has been taken into consideration at the time of talking about the quantity theory of money. The amount of real income will also an integral factor which affects the price level. Income elasticity of demand for money is not equal to unity. According to Friedmann, it is always greater than unity. He said that income elasticity of demand for money is not equal to unity. It cannot be 1. It is always greater than unity. That is what he said in the demand for money. An increase in the real income leads to more than a proportionate increasing in the demand for real cash balance. He said that an increasing in the real income leads to more than a proportionate increasing in the demand for real cash balance. The demand for money depends on 3 major factors, that is total wealth to the demand for money, according to him, with the main 3 reasons, that is total wealth to be held, and second one, the prices and return on his form of wealth, and third one, so that is taste and preferences of the wealth owning class. He said that the total wealth to be held, so that is in the as a demand for money, and the price of return on the form of wealth, what kind of returns is he going to get, and taste and preference of wealth owning class. So with these reasons, people demand for money. People is going to be demand for money. Further, concept of permanent real income. He also said that the permanent real income. The permanent real income is refers to the amount of income in which individual can enjoy during a given period without reducing its wealth. See, permanent real income means without reducing the wealth of an individual is going to enjoy in the name of real income. The concept of permanent real income, in fact, the concept of wealth, according to Friedmann, there are 5 broad ways to hold wealth. He said that the important broad ways to hold wealth, that is money, to hold purchasing power, to have command over goods and services, and for the discharge of debts and obligations. For these reasons, people are going to have a wealth, that is in the form of money. Bonds to earn interest. Why people used to have a bond? To earn interest. Equities, this is an asset which ensures the perpetual income in the form of dividend. It is going to earn dividend in the form of dividend, that is in the equities. So that is also reason real income real income reason. Physical goods, movable or immovable asset which can be also a source of income. That is what an important thing is said. Human wealth, skill, training, productive efficiency of an individual. These are the important five broad ways to hold wealth by an individual: money, bonds, equity, physical goods, and human wealth. This is how the permanent real income concept has been introduced by Milton Friedmann. What are the basic features of this theory? The important basic features of this theory: conceptual integration of income and wealth. Wealth is a means to earn income, and special emphasis on human wealth, which has neglected so far. An introduction of permanent real income. Expected yield on wealth. The demand for money is a function of permanent real income. He said that demand for money is always permanent real income. So which means permanent real income means without compromising the wealth, the amount of money available on his hand to demand goods and services. The term money has been used in a wider sense as a currency. Demand deposits, time deposits are included. That has been in his theory. Next, to ensure price stability, the supply of money should increase slightly more than that the growth rate. The cash balance approach, only cash balance or a bank's reserve was also a main factor taken into account, but here all types of assets are taken into an account in the basic theory, in the basic features of the theory of Milton quantity theory restatement. Further, what are the key implications with point? He said that judge policies by their result, not by their intentions. Milton said that judge policies by the results, not by their intention. Intention might be they are having several number of intentions, but what is the result has been accrued by that policy, that has to be taken into consideration. This Milton Friedmann economics can be communicated to the masses through the quantity theory of money. He also said that inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomena. He said that inflation is always and everywhere it is a monetary phenomena. That is what he said. And also he said that technocrats must not control the economy. He said that by taking the example of Sahara Desert, so that when technocrats given a chance, Sahara Desert is they are going to make something, then there will be a shortage of sand. That has been given an example with example of act. Government failures can be as bad, worse than the market failure. He said that government failure should not be. Though there is a market failure, government can rectify. So therefore, government failure is more dangerous than the market failure. That is what he said in the theory of Milton Friedmann restatement of quantity theory of money. Further, what are the limitations of this theory? The important limitations of this theory: it is not advisable to include the time deposits in the course of money as withdrawal, as such as deposits. Depositors to lose the interest and may have pay some penalties. Therefore, a kind of asset should be treated as a near money. He said that, so that is it is not advisable to include time deposits in the course of action. So that is so it is one of the important limitation. Friedmann also neglected the effect of rate of interest on the demand for money. So he said the rate of interest on demand for money he has neglected. That is one of the serious limitation. The assumptions that money supply is independent. Money supply cannot be independent. The Milton Friedmann theory cannot be said that restatement, just it is presented in the general approach. Though it is a restatement, it is a general approach. it is not scientifically explained. That is what people believe. The ratio of non-human wealth to human wealth to the other factors than income are subjective in nature. It cannot be measured. So therefore, it is one of the serious limitation. It is difficult to keep steady rate of money supply in the modern and dynamic economy. So that has been taken, not has been taken into consideration in the theory of Milton Friedmann. Money is not a luxury good. He said that in many places he has included money as exaggerated. So actually money is not a luxury good. Demand for money is not applicable to the business enterprise. He has taken everywhere and explained business enterprise. So therefore demand for money is not explained with the business enterprise. So these are the serious limitations which we can find it out in the Milton Friedmann quantity theory of money of restatement. So to recap or to conclude, the Milton Friedmann theory in understanding diminishing marginal utility hypothesis, the value of money can be decreased to certain extent but not full extent. And also we understood in this slide, demand for money, elasticity of demand for money is not equal to unity. It is always greater than unity. That is what he said. Concept of permanent real income hypothesis, he said that concept of permanent real income is the income on the hand without disturbing the wealth of an individual. Basic features of the theory, he said that the demand for money and supply of money, it depends on the many factors, the price of interest, the rate of interest, and return from the equities and return from the bond. These are the basic features he has mentioned. Key implication, he said that inflation is everywhere. Inflation is general phenomena. It is everywhere. He has said that limitations, and very important to keep that it is a general explanation of the quantity theory of money. It has not been explained fully scientifically. That is what the observation by the other different economists. So these are the things which we understood in the theory of Milton Friedmann statement of the restatement of quantity theory of money. Please students, do understand all the three videos in pertaining to quantity theory of money, Milton Friedmann restatement. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Do subscribe the channel. Whatever the new videos are coming, you can get it, learn something, and we can share the knowledge. Thank you very much.